him around. I think his best round was his second, but I honestly had the battle over going into the third. I believe it was already 2-0. I feel like he was on the fence the whole time. I feel like his style fell flat in this one. It gave you a feel of like, this will be the same thing with Surf. Unless he has a personal with Surf or an angle. Like, because don't get me wrong, there were certain bars that he said, like, there was pockets. He didn't completely have no bars. In the first, I think it was terrible. In the third,
I fucking love Jin. In the first, I think it was terrible.
Bars, and also the joke. His first aiming, it was like a joke saying that,
Go and see if you can find someone.
easy orders wheat bread with bricks in it, something like that. He said it, it was funny. It's funny too because he's a funny character. Like I don't know if this is how he is in real life. I don't know in real life, but if his image in battle rap is this character that he puts on, he's joking a lot every time the camera's on, right? Off with clips and interviews over the years. He should try to master that. His comedic style is probably an attribute he can, if he mastered, he could use more in his battles, and it'll come off like as a new approach he can add in his rounds. It's just all about money. You understand also, I feel like Easy said something dope, he diffused it, and that's how I felt before he said it. I wouldn't have said it easy to say in person, because people might think of certain people, kids, people think that they're things. Subscribe to the channel when you live your life for you, not the opinion of others. Kids can watch this and feel like, alright, that's Jim's opinion, so what? And you feel like you win. That's what a man's supposed to do, a woman's supposed to do, anyone's earth living. You don't live for others, you live for yourself. At the end of the day, it's my opinion. As a grown adult, myself, talking about me, 30-something years old,
Down here!
my whole life,
Ross!
having multiple incomes,
Ross!
living a good life,
He won't hear
because I
me.
made it that way.
Some kind of
From the hustle to 9-to-5s to side businesses to YouTube to merchandise. To a person like me, nothing that you're saying is impressive. In a sense of, I'd rather say it no question. I'm like, damn, that's why I thought of that. Instead of him telling me how he has good credit, which I do. How he dressed nice, which I do, which had jewelry like I do.
But I can get through.
That for me fell flat. But I'm not mad at him for using this approach because he's rapping the way he lives, so you should rap that way. And also, when you feel you're battling people that know nothing about that life, you're very confident in speaking that life. That's where I think people get confused, like, oh, why are you talking about this and that? It's because he really truly feels like the majority of viewers and people he's battling know nothing about good credit, having money, investing in housing and things like that. He's probably right. He's probably right. So I don't knock it, but for me, that falls flat. I'm going with Easy on this. Also, just one thing I'm saying, he's battling the hottest out right now. He's a star. He's been unstoppable. He's
I can't jump work shit, Reed.
Your style is not, you were a star in your era. You're not a star in this one. Easy is, you went against it, and I got this Easy.
I just started streaming the first one.
Ross said he'd never go in prison.
It'll be see him come back and do well.
I have to find a way out.
He can't take a big break after this. We're gonna have to see him again. He's gonna have to really get into another approach, another bag, and I feel like he might have the capabilities of doing that. Show and prove. Subscribe to the channel. Let me know what y'all think. Stabby and dirty.
Check out the official trailer. Pretty Little Liars, original cinema.
That's his slogan. Here's my guy.
A super chat.
That's what I was waiting for. This is my favorite blogger. My favorite battle rap blogger.
Alright, so
This nigga that be screaming.
my prediction was incorrect. What?
What?
Not only did this Gnome 12 not break the PlayStation record. Not only did it not break the King versus Queens record, 160,000 people. Of course, right at the end. They want us to believe the most people that were tuned in was right when the event ended. All right? I don't understand. I don't even know. And by the way, I did a thing here. They were adding in 100 new viewers every 2 seconds. Every 2 seconds right on point. Every 2 seconds, an extra 100 viewers were clocking in. When it was at around 500K. So it'd be at 500K and 100, 500K and 200, every 2 seconds. I busted them. Literally every 2 seconds, there was another extra 100 people come. 100. And just kept going and going and going and going and going. Every 2 seconds, 100 people were tuning in. It was insanity. And I actually tweeted it out just to show proof. You guys don't believe me? We have the proof. Yes. Watch this. Watch this. Alright, let's see here. Here it is. Watch this. This is during DNA and hold on. Let me get my shit. Alright, this is during DNA and J Black talk in the middle. Watch the numbers. Where's the DC? You can look for any reason to get out of battle. Where's the numbers? Always remember that.
See, he be screen recording the battles too. That's why niggas hate this nigga, because he be exposing that and shit. Like,
oh, it's right there. It's hard to see here. Let me make it bigger. Alright, you see this? The 485.8. Watch this. Where's the DC? You can look for any reason to get out of battle. 45.6, 45.7, 45.7, 45.7, 45.8, 45.8,
What the hell is he saying? That they're putting fake people in there or something?
the thing is caffeine is this new website, right, that they're trying to build up, right? So they don't have commercials and stuff,
Right.
so they can literally, they're not like a global site yet,
Right.
so they literally can manipulate their numbers. So they be trying to like talk it up like battle rap. They be trying to get battle rap to sound bigger than it is,
Right.
by saying we got 1 million viewers, we're trending #1.
Right.
Yeah, we're trending #1 and shit like that. So he's trying to debunk that, and he's saying that's actually gonna hurt us. You feel me? Because anybody can look that up and just see, like, and then it looks
like somebody lying.
More light.
Yeah, and it looks bad coming from the head of what's supposed to be the head, the CEO. So it's like, you know, and then he's a bar owner. This, like I told you, this guy, he's rapped in his years, and he opened up for Tupac for Lil Wayne back in the day. You feel me? So he's actually, you know, he feels like entitled to hip hop or whatever. So he takes things a little more serious than the average person.
Right.
No person be like, who cares? But he cares, because he's not only is he a bar owner, a business owner, he understands taxes and all this shit. He has a whole YouTube channel with, you know, a couple 100,000 subscribers, and he understands how all this works. He gets it, you feel me, like more than the average person, where some people don't get business. And the reason why it's not fraud right now is because they don't monetize, so they're not making money off of that.
Right.
They have silent investors, but the moment they do that, and if they say that these are their numbers and those are not the actual numbers, they can, that's fraud, you feel me? Because you go to any other website that tracks the most views in the world that are gathered and stuff like that, Smack ain't up there, nowhere. But if you listen to Smack when he's standing on stage and he's showing the numbers that they put up there, it's climbing, and he's trying to show how people was like, oh, but they got 100,000 views and all this, and he's trying to show them, like, look, this is them manipulating it. This is how the system works. That's what he's breaking down. You know what I'm saying? Because he's an older guy. He's Chaldean, which for somebody who don't know what that is, he's white, but he's not really white. He's more Indian. You know what I'm saying? He's Chaldean, so he doesn't. A lot of people in the culture, once they found out who he was and what he does, they hate him for telling the truth. So right now, how they try to cancel him is by they showed a video from back in the day where he did a rap where he was like, this is for my niggas and this is for my white boys, this is for my Chaldeans, this is for my Detroit people. This, like, he was shouting everybody out in the place that he was at, that he was performing, and it was all cool. This is 20-something, 30-something years ago when he used to rap. But they were like, oh, he a white boy that said nigga. Meanwhile, there's other white boys that say nigga that they don't cancel, but they want to try to cancel him. It's just an excuse, you know what I'm saying? When at the end of the day, that is racism in itself. Like, so that's really how they try to hold him down. So he don't give a fuck, right? You like him, you don't like him. He's telling the truth. He's only doing this shit for people like me who are interested in listening to real shit instead of the propaganda. You get what I'm saying? So it's like that's really what he does it for. You know what I'm saying? But he's DM me Detroit, the God, the #1 blogger in battle rap, the most hated on. Everybody's got him blocked. You know what I'm saying? They got a whole puppet named DNA's Tooth. DNA is another battle rapper who lost his tooth, right? So there's some fan just made a whole page called DNA's Tooth, which is fucking amazing. And then he has an actual puppet of a tooth that he nobody knows what this guy looks like, and he changes his voice and everything. And he basically, this nigga drops all the gems. So him and DME are like the you could say #1s because he's the black version, so he's the one that everybody likes. But really, he be getting a lot of his information from DME, dog. That shit is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So he's like a whole puppet in the game, kind of like remember Peanut Live 2 and 5. Yeah, like kind of like that or whatever, but for battle rap and shit. And it'd be mad drama like blogger wars and all them type of shit. So that's what he's talking about. He's just exposing how they adding the numbers, like. Because they'll have judge battles, right? They have a million viewers and only like 5,000-6,000 people voting. I ain't gonna lie, every battle I watch, I don't vote. You know why I don't vote? Because I don't even vote for president. Fuck am I gonna vote for the battle? How do I know that that's really legit going somewhere? So no, my vote is with me. If you want to know my opinion, ask me. If not, then I don't matter to you. So my opinion doesn't matter to you. So why do you want to know? You know what I'm saying? Like. So that's why I don't vote. But the truth is, a lot of people do watch. So that one I don't give to him. You know what I'm saying? When he be like, oh, you got all these viewers and no, you know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of people that just don't get involved. They watch it, but they not. You know what I'm saying? They don't really care about all that shit. But with the numbers, he's right. He's counting, and he's literally counting the seconds in between, and it's going up every 3 seconds. He said 2 seconds, but it's literally every 3 seconds is going up 100. So they obviously, people don't just log in. Like we had the whole event. That event lasted what, 6 hours. So people don't just come in at the last battles on the 3rd round, and then you get them to come in 100 at a time every 3 seconds. That's not. Come on, that's fixed, bro. That you can't explain that. If it was like 2-3 times, maybe, but 100 every time, like every 3 seconds, yeah, that's gotta be fucking fake.
I don't know what. And then I don't know if it's my fault, all right, but they capped it at 600 and something. So they didn't even guys think about this. Do you guys want me to believe that Stumbles and Snake Eyes had 100,000 more people watching it than Gnome 12?
Which is true. Stumbles and Snake Eyes are 2 low budget guys. They just had a beef. Stumbles got jumped. I mean, Stumbles jumped Snake Eyes and stole his Midnight Madness belt. They actually had these belts for this Midnight Madness card. So he was the champ. And then they were arguing outside at the next event. So he ended up mushing Stumbles. So Stumbles and his people popped off and they jumped him and stole the belt. You know what I'm saying? So then they had to go make this nigga a whole new belt. You feel me? So then they finally battled and Stumbles 3-0's him and gets that belt. You feel me? And now he's beefing with Surf and shit, and he nigga spray painted NWO on the belt and said ain't nobody getting this belt. It's his belt, not yours. He started his own new slogan. It's my life, not yours. My belt, not yours. My state's not yours. Everything's mine, not yours. You know what I'm saying? So he's on a tear right now, and that's what he's talking about. He's saying that how is it that Stumbles and Snake Eyes got 100,000 more views than Gnome 12, This is known where every person on here is a GOAT or you know what I mean, like on their way up, and this is night of main events. Everybody up here is the elite of the elite. So you mean to tell me 2 bottom tiers got more views than the elite of the elite on Gnome 12? That's impossible. There's no way.
JC, the 100K.
You got the 100K on the line.
So basically, if I'm Snake Eyes, if he stumbles, I'm running around like I'm the motherfucking
Shit. Yep.
Director Evans invited everyone to gather in the community.
Where's Tony, bro?
See, he don't buy into all the biased bullshit. That's what I like about him. You feel me? I don't mind listening to him, and I love that he yells and screams. And he be wilding. He be wilding on his chat. You gonna hear him? That nigga get just as crazy as me, and then he be calming down too. Like, it's all up. He's funny as shit, bro. He just got a soundboard now, so he be playing all different type of drops and shit. Like he's getting better.
Anyways, that's the number situation. They I don't think anybody believes it, though. And then think about this. I need you guys to just one more thing about the numbers. We really need to think about where battle rap is if we're supposed to believe these numbers. Kings versus Queens battle rap allegedly they want you to believe did 1.7 million. The follow-up event lost a whole million people.
Like cattle in a
It only did 700,000. The Snake Eyes stumbled. So that means 1 million people they want us to believe tuned in for Kings versus Queens, and then the next event they said, "Fuck this, we're good." We lost 1 million people. Right? That's terrible. Like who forget the number? They want you to. They lost 1 million people, and then the follow-up, one of their biggest events, lost another 100,000 on top of that. So since Queens versus Kings, they've lost 1.1 million viewership. That is insanity.
If their numbers are right.
Actual battle rap media, but we don't have one.
See, yeah, he separates himself from media. He considers himself just a what did you say? A content creator. He don't consider himself media because nobody respects his word when he's like the only real person thinking with intelligence. It kind of pisses me off because remember Slim was like city at 6, city at stage, city at, you know what I'm saying? Like, kind of pisses me off right now when it's in some sense, yeah, when you go commercial they have to. They end up doing shit like that, yeah, but that's the struggle of becoming commercial, you feel me? But it'll never fully exist. That's why you got people like this exposing it, and then of course shit happens in the shit, you know what I'm saying? Like in the source, so. Oh, give a fuck.
Now that that's out the way, let's talk about the event. Alright.
How did they die here?
Oh!
What happened?
We got a new one, guys! We got a new one.
What you got, new drop?
We got a new one for the Hall of Shame. The Hall of Shame.
That block thing.
Accounts that says, yeah, you got mad shit.
This legend didn't have me blocked before.
But who blocked him?
He blocked now.
He loves this shit. I do too.
Director Evans.
Calico or Loaded Love?
Already. Like I wanted to be.
Nah, the DNA 2. DNA 2.
Maybe it was Cliff bringing out Jesus that got me. I don't know what it was. Alright, but we've lost 1.1 million since Yoshi G.
Who blocked him? Who could it be?
Think about it. The women, you guys should be running around here like y'all are. You guys
Nah,
are
it can't be Jay Black. Jay Black? DNA 2?
Why isn't this talked about every day?
Calico?
Not too
The men have not been able to communicate.
Nah, Calico would have blocked me from Detroit.
Think about it.
Never did.
This is the only thing I can talk about post battle rap, and I was involved in that card. The only thing. So a legend blocked me today. And guys gotta remember something about me being blocked. I don't at-tweet anybody. Ever. Almost never. Especially negative stuff. Alright? I don't at-tweet anybody. So that means it's not me being a dick on Twitter. I'm not a dick on Twitter. I tweet to myself. I want to be in my own world. Y'all fuck with me, I'll fuck with you. Don't just mute me, leave me alone. Alright?
I love this nigga, bro.
I don't at-tweet anybody. So to get blocked is interesting. Why would math alpha block?
Nah, it ain't that.
Okay, it's not a battle rapper. It's not a battle rapper.
Net sure when it was locked in. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. I say the two. Oh, Cola. Who was it? Cola? No.
Okay, from the top kids.
It's not a battle rapper. Rita blocked you? Ah. I should have known. He said when they said Anwar, he was like, good guess. Because Anwar is Rita's husband. So,
You're always gonna be a legend. You're always gonna be in our hearts. No big deal. I get it. I was making fun of Anwar a little too much. My bad. Anwar's a legend. Like I don't know why. Like Anwar doesn't have your body. I don't know why. I mean, I know you're sticking up for your
Not too peachy. Always wanted to see that.
Where are we gonna put her? In between New Jersey and
Never did.
guys?
Why didn't I go with Owen?
Alright, so it's a Rita, man. She made the hall of shame. She made the hall of shame.
I fucking love it, bro.
She's a legend. She's a legend.
What?
Even for a legend, push. Everybody up here is a legend. You gain instant legendary status when you block. So
You gain it. Yeah, I'm telling you, bro, he's the best.
never mind, I made that. Battle Rap Fanatic, definitely not a legend. Drugs legend, Twerky legend, Rita legend, Snake Eyes not a legend.
Battle Rap, the Fanatic, the Fiend, that's the one the first one I showed you. He ain't got DME blocked. That's why he said he's not a legend.
Drugs and Rita are legend.
Cool.
Never mind, I made that up. Alright. So, but salute to them, man. You know, I want this to grow. I want it to get bigger. I want more people to block me. So I wanted to like surround my entire screen. Like, I want to be surrounded by blockers. And the reason why I just love it is because I don't act. They're blocking me. They're finding me to block me, right? But I don't even follow them.
They following him and they see his post and then they get mad and they block him because he's not tagging them. How would you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be looking to his shit to read it and get mad. Like,
And maybe that's all I need.
I'm excited.
So excited!
I'm not the only weirdo that love this shit, Reap. I'm telling you, there's niggas out here that they really making content. I mean, I can make good content about it because I know more than most of these niggas, bro. And I'll write some shit, you feel me? Like, I'll have bars in between the bars about the bars that was there. Like, my video would actually be popping. The only thing is I ain't got the energy for that, though.
Yeah.
One nigga say some fly shit to me, I'm going,
Nigga, what's your address? Fuck is your address? Nigga, I need your IP address right the fuck now.
Outside that nigga blog just battle at me, just spitting. The security be like, sir, I need you to move. His security coming up, acting like a bitch. I'm gonna leave him in the ditch. I'll be going up on a nigga like in front of his job. Nigga, you can't have me doing that shit. I'm better off staying quiet. Leave me to my peace. I'd rather watch these niggas because I'll tell you, bro. He could rap, but he ain't got bars like me.
Yeah.
Fucking DME. I love DME. Sometimes he don't be understanding shit though. That nigga be like, what the fuck is that? He don't be getting it, but he'll tell you straight up like, I don't get it. That was funny.
There's so many people who probably should. I would understand if they block me and they don't. So Anwar, Ace, and what was the other person? Oh, Chris. Those are the only people who don't have, who probably should have me blocked that don't. So good. Chris, no respect because you can't respect that. But the other two, I get so Anwar, Ace.
Chris Unbiased is another blogger who the battle rap community considers to be the best blogger because he drops documentaries because his parents are like political and he's connected to Hollywood and stuff like that, so he come from money. So like he makes it look good, but right now he's on trial for like 3 different cases.
Oh shit.
Where he looking guilty, bro. Like nigga lied, all them type of shit. He's probably going to jail, but he's out on bail because of course he comes from money. Like he's, you know, his mother's rich, bro. Like she's political. So that's what he's talking about right now. When he says Chris, he's like, you can't respect that. Cause he's like, Chris, there's no respect. You can't respect that. You know what I mean? Like, cause the thing is like the culture. They're like I told you, they'll say they'll talk shit about him because he said nigga one time, but you know, protect a whole pedophile,
right?
And slash rapist because he was raping little girls. So it's like it's crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's what he was just talking about.
Okay, from the Dove Kids.
Chris.
Hail Mary, full of grace.
So Chris, no respect, because
can't respect that.
I can respect Jay Black. I don't do anyone. I don't have no beef with Jay Black. Jay Black's not a Detroit legend. Jack Boy doesn't have a one. But I don't have, hold on, I don't talk shit. I got nothing negative to say. No, Jay Black, you know.
He found me. Ross found me.
Still open to.
Down here. I'm coming. I'm coming.
I can appreciate Jay Black for not being a flaggy. Alright? And other things that
flag it. When they say flag it means like
take my hand.
Because what he does is he plays back their videos. Like he literally whenever something's happening, he's not gonna be one of like see how I'm telling you about it, but I'm not showing you what I'm saying. I'm not playing the video and having you watch it and be like, this is what was going on. Like that's what he does. He'll do like a 4-hour live and he breaks all this down. Like he's, you know, so you see how he was showing the numbers, how it goes up. Like he didn't just say it was one. He actually proved it. You know what I'm saying? Like. So that's what he does, and that's the main reason why they block him, because they get mad that he takes their content and he gets more views off of their content by telling the truth. You get what I'm saying? So whatever they do, anything, you know, can be bad, it can be whatever. He's just chopping up everything or whatever. So it's like that's really most people's argument. That's really the gripe with him is the fact that the nigga takes their content and makes money off of it. You feel me? And then talk shit on, in their mind, talking shits on them at the same time. When if you eating off my content, nigga, the least you can do is praise me. But if you really listening to DME, he's showing you mad love. Even when you block him, he's calling you a goat and the greatest and all that, and putting you on the wall of shame, and he's shouting out to you and all that. Like he turns it into love and jokes and all that. Like he's doing more for you than anything. You know what I'm saying? Like look at it this way. Here's a guy named Reaper who don't know nothing about battle rap, because he's listening to this. Out of all the things I played, the only person that you've actually laughed at or even engaged to was like, yo, this nigga, what he said, is DME. He's the first person you've from all this. I played 4 people already. You feel me? He's the first person you engage with. So technically, if anybody was gonna help new people find these niggas, DME's doing more for them than anybody else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to look at it like that, because of the way he goes about it, but they're so fucking stupid they can't even see that, which is what he's gonna further get into.
And enough muttering to that plaything. We descend to the valley now. Follow.
Alright, Jack Boy, we've talked to Jack Boy. I saved their life. I saved Midnight Madness's life. I told them, do not do the air balloon. And they listened. They actually listened to
The wilds can be dangerous, Aloy. You'll need to stay close and do as I say.
Yeah, but making fun of someone and then going to levels like I
now,
do with like a...
you're still scratched up from that fall you did yesterday. So let's start there. Take this medicine pouch. I'll show you how to fill it.
Come on, let's pump the brakes.
See this plant over here? It's called South Rush. Come, gather its berries in your pouch.
Okay, Nunn versus Danny Meyer.
Aloy, come now. Gather the good. Now eat the berries. They may taste bitter, but they can save your life. Always keep your pouch full of medicinal berries, flowers, and plants.
Where are we?
This valley is just a part of all Mother's embrace. The Nora tribe watches these lands and keeps out the most dangerous machines. Usually. Further downriver, You'll find a herd of machines, and I will teach you how to hunt.
Are they dangerous?
All machines are dangerous, Aloy. Their power must be respected. But I will be beside you.
That shit was crazy. I ain't gonna lie, that battle. You heard me, I was going crazy too. Man.
Aloy, a machine is coming. Crouch and follow me into the tall grass. There. Now stay low.
Little one.
No, Aloy. Such machines are called watchers. You must learn to avoid their gaze. If you are to survive in the wilds, I will show you. Listen close and do as I do. Stay still. Wait for it to pass. Now keep low and follow me across the trail to that tall grass. Another one. Let it pass. Come, back this way. The slower you move, the quieter you'll be. Crouch walking is quieter than upright. Wait for it.
Whoopee.
That's the last of them. Let's move on.
So, not showed a lot of rebuttaling skills. Alright, but there's some. Here's the thing with them. I feel like
You did well. They didn't see or hear you.
that's another thing that's ruining it.
Now stay close. That herd should be just ahead.
Every fucking card, that's never a good thing. Alright? So, the wow factor is not there anymore, you know? Plus, he beats your own, so you're always going to beat your own. You got the culture thinks he beats your own, so he's always going to be an enemy of mine. Excuse me?
Who's that?
Ignore him.
But why's he up there?
Just started off not bad.
Smiling at us.
Deb! Get back where you belong! Deb! Where are you?
Ignore him. We are outcasts and he is of the tribe.
Maybe he doesn't like the tribe.
And he is a fool. Come now. Let's find that herd. Follow.
At this point in the event, no only had 285,000. As battle raffle, how much? What should I ask? Okay. I didn't tweet it all for the K-Shine and Real City. Okay, K-Shine and Real City. Alright, K-Shine was excellent.
There.
K-Shine was
See them?
old school K-Shine.
These are called striders.
Back to the, he's doing the little, he's dancing, he's break dancing up there, he's getting crazy.
Ha! Get!
It was classic K-Shine. And I saw
Why'd you chase them off?
To show you how some machines startle you like they detect you and run away. Their best approach by stealth. Don't worry. We'll catch up with them further down the valley. You'll see.
Now this battle here,
Now, I want you to find some rocks that fit the cup of your hand.
Why?
Do as I say, Aloy, and gather the rocks. I will show you how to use them. Good. That's it. Those will do. Follow.
was it the best Real City? Absolutely. Was it the best K-Shine? Close. I don't want to say it was the best K-Shine. I gotta watch it again. But a very good K-Shine, like a top level K-Shine against a pretty good Real City. I don't think it was a bad Real City, but it was something was off. It wasn't connecting with the crowd, and maybe it was because K-Shine. Maybe there's something for someone else's performance really neutralizing your performance, even though the words are the same.
Come now.
It takes the crowd. What do you guys think of this crowd? Was the crowd not
Aloy,
the best?
over here.
I don't know. I don't want to blame things on the crowd. I don't feel like the crowd
Stop
was
wasting
in the way,
time.
but I was seeing a lot of people not fucking with the crowd, thinking the crowd was
Aloy,
You
come
thought it was
now.
that they were good? I was
There's the
mixed with
herd.
that. I didn't really mind the crowd.
All right.
I
It's
didn't
time to
think
throw
the
some
crowd was
rocks.
off, but I
But
don't know if they
rocks
were
can't hurt
on
machines,
either.
right?
That makes any sense.
No, but they can distract them. Draw them into
So, I
traps.
don't know, man. The crowd
Like that watcher over there. They must be dealt with, or it will warn the herd and send them running before they get in range.
Culture
Warn
with the
me.
tent.
How?
The machines speak to each other, Aloy. Unless they are first silenced. Now you stay here on the ridge. On my signal, throw rocks and draw the watcher over to me. Wait for my signal. Aloy, throw a rock near me.
You think that gas shine? I gotta go back.
There. Come, girl, it's safe now.
Come, girl, it's safe now. Ha ha ha.
It's been a while. I couldn't even find my LOMs. I don't even know where they were anymore. I didn't find my LOMs. Alright. Let's patch that battle. Big battle by K-Shine. K-Shine, 3 solid rounds by him. I'm not mad at real 6.
Harvest a kill so I can teach you how to make arrows.
I might have enjoyed him more than others did. Clearly.
Use the stalks as arrowheads, and metal shards for arrowheads.
Okay, guys.
Good. You'll never run out of arrows if you know how to craft what you need. Let's put those arrows to use. Follow.
Versus Kichi God. Let me tell you something. Hollow in his... Let's get a little bit of a quick little history. Hollow in his last 3 battles.
Stay low in the grass and be quiet. It's time to make your first kill. Strider. One of the weaker machines. But even a weak machine can kill a hunter if she's careless. You must study her prey. Its hide is thick, but there are spots where it is vulnerable. Like its eye. Can you guess another?
What was the other one? Not DNA. DNA? Hollow Battle DNA? Who won that? I remember that battle.
The cat is still on its back. Is that a weakness?
Shit. How did you guess that?
The device. It showed me.
That plaything? Stop playing games. Now, take down that Strider. Target the eye or the canister. And if it charges... Again!
But regardless, so... Hollow... Even in his Rumnady and K-Shine win...
You did well today, but you have much to learn. Tomorrow, we train again. What was that?
That boy. The one running the brave trails.
Follow Aloy, quick!
Hollow, bro. I'm not even... He fucked Geechee up. Fuck out of here. Y'all giving Geechee that 3rd round? I don't know. Geechee's 2nd was garbage, by the way. What the fuck? What's up with Geechee, man? Hey, look what Awar did to, Anwar, and look, man, what did he do this to Geechee? Look, Geechee had a Geechee 3rd. I don't know if it was enough to be up, like, this one.
chance against that.
It's only a matter of time before the machines find that boy and kick him to death. If I shoot him, it'll cause a stampede.
I got to see the path they took.
Stop telling stories.
I'm not. I can sneak through.
You will not. Haley!
Fuck them off this with me.
We need to move slowly and quietly so I can sneak past it.
So I'm stuck. I'm at the relic ruins, Remnant Wild. I gotta gather the ornament. And it looks like I gotta get one of those things up here, but there's no way to get it up here.
You don't see nothing that you can pull down, nothing that you can break open, no crates, no nothing, nothing to climb on, nothing.
I got the two crates stacked on top of each other. That's how I made it up in the inside. But once I get in the inside, there's no way to keep going up higher. It looks like I gotta go around.
You gotta go outside, yeah.
Yeah, the other side, but I need to be able to jump to that, and I need one of the boxes, but there's no way to get the boxes up on that thing.
Until you unlock the door. So you gotta pull it over a little bit towards that wall where it's cracked at to jump over it until you can get the door open.
Oh, if it's stacked on top of each other, I can pull one, right? I'll pull the other one, right?
Because once the door is open and they're stacked, you can take the one off the top and pull it through the door. Because once the door's open, there's a place you can pull the wall apart. That's the puzzle that I like. I love them jumps. They're doing a tutorial for the first one, man. When she's still a kid, when she first finds her focus and shit.
Almost there.
If they don't hit the like button, he plays his gay song. Tina's got me fuck on my day. He's cut it down because mad niggas be talking shit in his comments. Look.
There he is.
Getting dick cause I beg one. Beg one.
What? Who is this?
That nigga's stupid. Oh, dude.
Can it get worse for Ichigari? This is a huge battle.
How do you know the voice?
Alright, this is a huge battle for Ichi, it's actually a huge battle for Disaster. See, taking the lost priorities from Guy battle is not a good look. Now, Disaster is going to do another Lebanese battle this year, right? So he's going to have a battle in Spanish, he's going to have a battle in Arabic, he's going to have a battle in English, he's going to battle all this year. Crazy, right? So, Ichi Rizal is on YouTube. Full battle.
Who's the arena master?
Huh?
Why is telling me to talk to the arena master?
Chicks at the outside the arena.
The one that I gotta start the arena with, right?
Yeah.
I'm talking to her and she's just telling me I could do the arena, but she's not. I got everything done and it's not canceling out.
Oh, it never does. Yeah, just leave it alone. Just like exit up.
So,
Go to a different mission or
there's
whatever.
no plaything.
Wait. Oh, Mother, bless that girl. Bless you both.
Well, damn.
That's a drop of another. This chick battling another blogger.
I just wanted.
Another blogger. Feel your lips. You know what? Sorry. Stuff my daddy's dick from the back.
They are outcasts, both.
So he said he needed that drop. That's what they be blocking. They hate him.
Come now.
He turns their actual words into like drops and puts it on his soundbar and uses it against them and does all the type of shit. They hate on him.
That boy should not have spoken to us. That's against tribal law. We'll go home. Follow.
Mm-hmm.
I know the way. Seal your lips. Seal your lips. Seal your lips.
Stay away, no mother.
Aloy, we cannot.
Children, away from there. Back to picking berries.
You're bleeding. Let me have a look. Here, hold still. I'll get it.
Why? Why am I an outcast?
Aloy, this is not the time.
Who was my mother?
Aloy, I've told you before, that's not for us to know. You were just a newborn when the matriarchs brought you to me.
So the matriarchs, they know?
It's not so simple.
But they know.
Aloy, we are outcasts.
So how do I make them tell me?
The matriarchs? There is a way, perhaps.
So tell me.
It would be dangerous.
How?
It would take years of training.
I don't care. How do I do it? Tell me.
The proving. The tribe's rite of passage held every year. Those who pass become braves. But to the one who wins, the matriarchs grant a boon.
A boon?
Yes, Whatever the winner wants.
Then I'll do it. Whatever it takes. I'll win the proving.
I see. We'd best get started then. Your training will be hard. And it'll take years.
Start training? Yes. Follow.
Rost? Rost? Rost?
Where is he? 2 days before the proving and he goes off without me? He wouldn't do that.